Welcome, everyone, to Season 6, Episode 10 of the Cosmere Reads. Woo! Yay! And for Alondo and anyone else that is counting, it's episode, I think, 117, right? Does that sound right? Yes. 117.
Oh, I thought it was 118. Okay.
117.
I seem to be one off almost every time. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I just cannot get it in my head. I feel like I went like 80 some episodes.
Yeah.
And I had the count like down like every time. And now for like, I want to say going on a year now almost. It's like I've always been like just slightly off.
I thought you put it on your whiteboard last week.
Damn it, I did. Oh my gosh, it's sitting right there. It says episode 116.
Alondo. That's embarrassing.
No excuses. No excuses.
So 117, right?
Yeah, 117. Yeah. Just
man, I gotta do better.
Add one.
Switch it now.
Carry the zero, and
it is on the board. Wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
Man, that's a great one. I appreciate being the butt of that joke. That's great. I love it. Yes.
Nice.
I deserve that one. The fact that I forgot that I wrote that thing up there. And you know what I probably did? I probably looked at it like at some point in time during the week last week while I was working. It probably was like, I don't know what that's about. No. Didn't even recognize. So
yeah. Always fun times. Good times. All right. So let me get back into actual right program. There we go. How's everybody else doing? How's life? Life, and how's the new year? Happy New Year, everyone. This is our first episode of the new year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Oh, I
It's
forgot
pretty good
about
so far.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
complaints yet.
2026.
It's starting off the year interestingly. That's for sure. It's the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was interesting times. What's the old Chinese, not a proverb, a curse? May we always live in strange may you always live in strange times.
Is that Chinese? I thought it was attributed to. I can't refute you, so never mind.
I don't know.
I don't
I just
remember.
always heard Chinese curse, but it might have been
Okay.
like a Sun Tzu.
I mean,
type
it could definitely be. I don't.
Confucius says.
Yeah.
Confucius says. We're just
I
gonna say Confucius.
100% believe everything Alan says without doing any research ever.
Okay.
You shouldn't.
Well, I do. So
Like
that's on you, Alan.
80% is like fuzzy memory, and then 20% is just made up. So like the fuzzy memory, it's like there's some truth in there. But yeah.
Well, we just hope he doesn't willingly try to like deceive you into like believing something. Hopefully, he believes what he's saying.
I've done that before. We call it some really BS answer to something and just roll with it and start just Ian, my co-host for The Will Reads, he is the king of that. Like I remember in high school, like we were riding and in our car and we drove past a swamp and it has that smell, summer day, that swamp smell.
Mm-hmm.
And someone asked like, what's that smell? And he made up the most BS answer about why it smells. And he's just pulling it completely out of his ass, just making stuff up. And I turned back and looked it up. Like the other people like just eating it up. Like that makes sense. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I don't know. I'm just making this up. He's just going on like 100% confidence, like, all confidence.
Nice.
Like, yeah, it's because, when the pressure changes and the moss and I'm like, what?
Wow.
Anyway.
That sounds like the people that I think we've talked about this before about how they came up with the idea that malaria came from literally it means bad air and they thought it was swamp air. It sounds like Ian's the one that like just latched onto that theory.
Yeah.
He could not let it go. Yeah.
Our there's lots of things that are weird, like fish, mahi. I love fish.
Fish. Yeah.
It's dolphin, but it's the
It's dolphin fish, but they don't like calling it. They don't
dolphin, so they call it. Yeah, it's just like Chilean sea bass is actually Patagonian toothfish.
Yeah,
but that doesn't sound as good on a menu as Chilean sea bass. So it's all marketing. It's
so many fish have been renamed just because it's just better for marketing, and it's not like the fish is bad, but it's like you can't sell it.
Yeah, because no one wants to buy toothfish.
Yeah, and then some fish are ugly.
What'd you say?
And some fish are just plain ugly.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, there's.
What they do is to just cut off the heads and call the meat something else.
You ever seen the blobfish? Like it looks like a cartoon character.
I love blobfish.
You know what I'm talking about?
Fish.
Never seen
blobfish. I'm pulling. I'm pulling.
Are you saying blob as in like B-L-O-B?
B-L-O-B.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No, I've never heard of this.
Okay, I gotta pull up an image of one because they are by far the funniest. They're cute in their own
They're
right.
so cute. They're
All right,
like
here we
ugly
go.
cute.
Ugly cute. Yeah.
Is it like a scrappy dog cute?
Yeah.
No. Here you go. Here's a blobfish.
Oh, I've seen that before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Blob. Yep. Anyway, fun times. Blobfish.
Blobfish.
So I don't know how we transitioned from that to Cosmere, but
Well, there was a stew or something that specifically didn't have fish in it.
No, not fish.
Siri's like, this looks like it doesn't have fish, so there, that can.
She wakes up in a strange room.
How about you say that someone in these chapters was caught like a fish in a barrel?
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
There's your segue.
There's a segue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Venice probably feels like a blobfish right here. Waking up all sore in this strange room, just like after felt like she got beat for the most part. I mean, she's been knocked out. She was beat. She was knocked out or strangled or whatever. She's passed out. Wakes up. in a strange room, trying to make bearings of where she is, and she makes out a figure in the shadows and realized, yep, it's him. So she panics, and he's just like, Stop. I'm still trying to decide whether to kill you or not. Like, you're okay for right now. Like, I haven't made my mind up yet. I might still kill you. I don't know.
He says princess, so he knows clearly who she is.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like,
it's like, princess, calm down.
Yeah.
I haven't decided if I'm going to kill you or not yet. Just chill out.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't gotten to that part yet. So we're here with Vasher. We learned it's Vasher and Vivenna. And, he cuts some ropes and ties her hands and then reaches for our favorite sword.
Yay.
Nightblood. Yeah. Which Vivenna is having none of. She has nothing to do with this thing. Yeah. She goes kind of, I guess, cowers in the corner. And he just is like unclips it. And smoke starts to come out, which makes her feel like super nauseous and everything like that. And he tells her to pick it up, which we know from previous chapters, that's not a good thing.
Sometimes it's a good thing.
Well,
maybe. But it depends on your perspective there, Tree.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
and she refuses at first. It feels like she's gonna throw up. She's having like a nauseous revulsion to the blade.
Right.
Yeah. And she eventually does go and touch it and immediately let's go because the blade ducks inside her head. Immediately. It's like, hey, you want to kill something? Hey, let's go kill some things.
Here we go killing again.
Yep.
Jeez.
That's our subtitle of this podcast because it comes up pretty often. The Michael
Combobulus.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, but I think she retches up after throwing it to the ground. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, drops it and yeah. But yeah, during the process of, retching, she retches on the floor and then pulls away her gag to do it. And Vasher just grunts and picks up the weapon. Do you think Vasher was surprised by this?
Well, yeah, didn't it say that he was?
I think he says
it said that he was surprised by the interaction.
Yeah. Yep. And then he ties her up and moves her to a smaller room, telling her not to run, or he'll find her and kill her. And he has work to do because he has to go clean up her mess. And he leaves. That's how we get this first section. So lots to talk about here if you want to. I don't know if you have thoughts. But what do you where do you think Vasher's coming at? I know it's kind of a ambiguous question or kind of one of these. I don't know if you have even two thoughts about what Vasher's angle is or what he's trying to accomplish here. I mean, I know yeah.
I mean, at this point in time, I had thoughts until we get into later chapters, and then all those thoughts got obliterated, and I was like, now I don't know what Vasher's.
Okay.
Either Vasher's wrong. Mm-hmm. About what he's trying to do, or what he's doing is convoluted. I don't know right now, but
okay,
because I was fine thinking of what his purpose was up until what we find out 2 chapters from now.
Yeah, I mean, all we've really seen of Vasher is we know that Denth and gang hate him for whatever reason.
Right?
They don't like him. Because he killed somebody. They do mention that.
Mm-hmm.
He released a rat. He escaped from prison and killed a dude to take all his breaths. Well, convinced him to give all his breaths before he killed him as a mercy kill. And then he's been kind of stalking Vivenna. And that's really all the perspective we've had. But we've got no motive or anything of why he's doing what he's doing.
Right.
We just know he's there. He's living kind of as a beggar, or at least disheveled.
Well,
not beggar, just really looks like
he was doing that as a look, just to kind of
that's what I meant. I meant not living as a beggar, but disheveled and looking like a beggar.
Oh, because we're gonna find out what disheveled beggar looks like real soon.
Yeah, we do. Vivenna has a reality check.
Oh man, she gets. You talking about get hard checked?
This from riches to rags. Checked. You hear rags to riches. This is from riches to rags.
Yeah. It reminds me of that end scene in the. You guys ever seen that movie, The Game, by David Fincher?
No.
Oh man, it's a great movie. Michael Douglas,
Okay.
Sean Penn. Anyway, in that movie, Michael Douglas, man, he goes through the ringer, and by the end of it, they put him. You talk about going from riches to rags. He
Yeah.
goes to the extreme. So again, I was thinking
Yep.
about that the whole time I was
Mm-hmm.
checking these chapters. But look, we're jumping ahead. I'm so sorry.
You're fine. So after Vasher leaves, she decides to try to untie her bonds by using commands, and first it's not really working too well.
She keeps trying this though. I mean,
She's trying,
but the thing is though, she always tries this in like these dire situations.
yeah.
But she's too righteous to do this and like sit and practice this and try to figure it out. But then when she gets to a dire situation, she's like, "Oh, let me try the thing now." And it's like, stop. You had all this opportunity. You know you had these breaths. You could have been trying to figure this out. But you
Yeah.
were just too high and mighty to want to use the breaths that you had.
Yeah, practice would have been better.
Then all of a sudden she gets in a situation. It's kind of like when I can't remember the movie where they talked about Trading Places. That's the movie I'm thinking about. They were talking about Trading Places. You know how like, could they take Dan Aykroyd's character and switch with Eddie Murphy's character,
right?
And then have this stock or broker dude, go down and like want to rob people and whatever, and then have someone like Eddie Murphy's character come up and actually be like, the beacon of society,
right?
And they proved it, that they could make Dan Aykroyd become completely destitute and want to rob and do whatever is necessary,
right?
And that's what I feel. She's like so prim and proper, and like I don't want to do the wrong thing, but then when push comes to shove, she's like Dan Aykroyd and wait, you remember he had the Santa Claus beard? He was like eating like some old ham through it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll get to her
downfall soon.
Her downfall soon. Yeah. So, but eventually after practicing for a while, practice.
AI.
Alan Iverson quote.
AI.
Do
you know who that is out of Tree? I'm sorry if that's not a good reference. Alan Iverson? Okay, I didn't know.
No.
Okay, I mean,
I'm zoning out my own little world.
Yeah, Alan Iverson. There's a famous quote where he did an interview and he's talking about practicing basketball, and he said, "Practice."
They were like talking about like how they should practice more or whatever, and they were like losing. The 76ers were losing, and Alan Iverson's like,
practice.
We talk about practice because they were like, "Oh, I don't think you're trying out hard to practice and stuff." He's like, "Practice. That's the least of our problems." And he just said it like over and over again.
Yeah.
That's like the quote. He's from here. He's from like this
area. I used to watch him ball when he was in jail.
Yeah. Hampton boy.
Yeah, he was in jail in Newport News, the city farm.
Yeah.
Farm. Down at Riverview.
Mm-hmm.
He's at the jail down there after he broke a chair over some lady's back at a bowling alley or something.
It was a bowling alley brawl.
It was a bowling alley brawl, and he broke a chair over some lady's back and got arrested. And went to jail, and he got pardoned by our governor at the time to go play ball at Georgetown University. And then got drafted into the NBA. Good old represent. But he was amazing even that age. I mean, obviously he was a star in college, but like I remember we would because the jail down there is like super low security, so we could just go in the woods and go up to the courts on the other side of the fence and could watch them. We'd go, a bunch of kids from the neighborhood would go up there and watch them play.
I mean, it's literally right here. Like, I mean, it's like right down.
Yeah, you live right next to
it. I mean, I'm basically right there.
They've closed it now. It's not.
It's no closed now.
It's no longer a jail. But yeah.
I just remember when it comes to AI. I just remember that time that he switched up Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
Michael Jordan tried to take him, and he switched him up and broke an ankle. I was like, okay.
Yep. I remember because it was a city farm, so they actually had cows and stuff like that. They actually had it was a full farm.
They used to have the whole.
Gamut
of animals.
We used to, as kids, Ian and I would go and we would break into jail to go try to go cow tipping, and chase the cows around. And there's one time where it wasn't actually an officer; it was like a security guard, like caught us. It's like, "What are you doing?" And we're like, "We're just chasing the cows." Like, "You're breaking into jail to commit a crime. Please tell me this is not real right now." I was like, "We'll leave." We were smart kids. It was fun.
So smart.
Mm-hmm.
when
Lots
you're in
of
high
good
school,
choices being
yeah,
made.
high school us was not the smartest kids. Anyway, so yeah, she eventually ends up, untying the rope, gets the rope to untie itself, after using a simple command, untie, and picture in her mind. Visualizing intent was important. So she's gotten out, and now she rushes out into the night, and she has no idea. She has I guess the I don't know, I don't know the analogy I'm trying to make here, but the directional sense of she has no directional sense at all. She has no idea where she is. She doesn't know how to pick out anything, even though she's now been in the city for a while. And you would guess that maybe they kept her so close. I don't know, but I mean, I know she went on all these missions and stuff like that, but I guess just oblivious to her surroundings. Because you would think that you would see something to be like, oh yeah, like you would think. I don't know. And maybe this is just me, because whenever I've been lost in a city, you can usually find your way back to some kind of civilization pretty quickly in cities.
Yeah.
At least that's my experience. Just don't go down the dark alley. Go towards the lighter areas.
Where she's not good at navigating by starlight, huh?
In cities, it's pretty easy. Just go where there's more people.
That's typically a good look, right?
Yeah.
I thought she decided to go away, more away from the city. She said Dunth knows it better. No, not or Basher knows it.
Basher knows better. Yeah, that might have been the case too. So anyway, she eventually sees the broken statue, and she remembers something about directions, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I know this. I know the directions back now." So she finds the safe house. So yay, we're good now, right? Right, guys?
Yeah, totally good. Totally safe.
Good. Totally safe. Yeah.
Nothing could possibly go wrong now.
Nothing could go wrong now. Yeah. So she goes in, and it looks like nobody's home, and decides to go down to the cellar, and there's lots of, I guess, fresh meat on the wall. So I guess they're, drying out some meat, or maybe salting the meat or something like that, she thinks. And then
I think she said that she thought they were
preparing.
What do you get the
taxidermy?
Taxidermy, right?
Yeah,
there's animal carcasses and stuff.
Yeah.
Think it's like that.
Something like that. So she's making her way down, and then she sees a figure tied in a chair and realizes who it is. She's like, Parlin? And pushes his head back and realizes that Parlin ain't with us no more. And just then gets the hand on the shoulder, and good old Tunk Fa. Yeah. You weren't supposed to see that, princess.
Whoops.
Whoopsies.
And she also notices that the animals on the wall are like
tortured
monkeys and lizards and stuff like that have been mutilated.
All his pets.
All his pets.
All his pets. Yeah.
That he's actually into torturing small animals.
Monkeys are boring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good old what is it? One of the signs of a psychopath or serial killer.
Yeah,
torturing small animals.
And killing small animals. Yep, that's always that's said to be.
It's said to be that in pyro
precursor,
pyromaniac, or setting fires. There's a bunch of precursors, but
there's a bunch of them. But I mean, of course, at one point in time, they said playing violent video games was too. So, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Nothing. Yeah.
So and
listening to hard rock music.
Yeah.
Oh man, because remember death metal back in the 80s. That's
back in the 70s. Kiss.
Oh,
Kiss was like, oh yeah,
Kiss,
Wasp,
AC/DC.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of all they came with all the satanic acronyms. For them.
What was it? Kiss was Kids in Satan's
Knights
Service.
in Satan's Service.
Knights
Wasp was We Are Satan's People, and AC/DC was After Christ Devil Comes.
Wow.
Oh wow!
All of them. Oh, I remember. They used to. Remember, I was a early 80s kid, and they used to rattle this stuff off and beat it into our brains. And
I blame Ozzy, because Ozzy just leaned into it and just did Black Sabbath and was like, "Yeah, we're just gonna lean into this."
I mean, Black Sabbath. You know, to misinterpret that as like Black Sabbath. Okay. He's like, "Have you seen my sleeve? I wear the name on it." Yeah.
Good times. But yeah, no, exactly.
That's Satan times.
And then also in the 70s, you had like the whole entire thing against like Dungeons and Dragons. That was like
the Satanic Panic, man.
The Satanic Panic.
I really can't help people really understand how bad the Satanic Panic was back then. It was so stupidly bad. It was on TV all the time, and the amount of apocryphal news stories that came out saying that some kid like went and played Dungeons and Dragons, and then he doesn't remember anything for the 4 hours he was in somebody's basement. He doesn't know what he did, and it's like bullshit. Yeah, it was so bad. Oh, yeah. Tipper Gore was all over that, and all the politician wives were like, I'm gonna make a name for myself. I'm gonna go against this thing and this thing, and then they of course came out with the parental advisory on music came around that same time, because they were like, we can't have our kids listening to this devil music. Yeah, so then the parental advisory, and then of course all that did was just like ratchet up people saying parental advisory. Now I gotta hear it.
Yep.
There's tons of cases like that in like history where like people tried to like get something banned or like tried to like fight against it, and it blew it up even more.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean,
like a classic example, I think we might have talked about on this podcast, Married with Children.
Married with Children, infamous.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
The letter writing campaign, which made it blow up.
Yeah, which was about to get canceled. So
it was so close.
All she
could do was just shut her mouth. Nope, she was like, I gotta say something. I'm like, it was like, well, I need to see what this thing's all about.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So as she tries to flee from Tunk Fa, she tries to run the stairs and runs right into Denth. And he's like, why'd you have to run away? Like, like if you didn't run away, none of this would have happened. Parlin was the last one to talk to you before you went to your room. So we figured he might know. We didn't really mean for it to get this far, but yeah. How'd you find out? She's like, find out what? And he's like, still not putting two together. He's like, when you kidnap people, the best way to kidnap people is to make them think they're not kidnapped. And kind of just spills everything to her in this way because he thinks that he figures he's already found out, but she's already found out that he's
right. Because if she had any clue that she was oblivious to what was going on, he would have quickly come up with some type of story.
Right. Yep.
He'd have been like, oh, we were attacked. The magic swordsman came in here and tortured the boy, but he was looking for you. He could have easily made up all the stories if he had just taken a beat and said, she's so shocked that she hasn't put two and two together. Because it really took her a minute to put two and two together. If they hadn't done well, the animal mutilation probably would have gave it all away though.
True. Yeah. So what do you think about the double cross? Hey, these were our friends, or supposedly friends.
I still got I got some. The more this unfolded, the more I was like plot holes. But
okay,
I'll save that for later.
Oh, I want to hear them.
I want to hear them.
Okay, so a lot of this I don't buy, only because of the help they were giving her, and there were the times that she kind of went missing, especially when they got attacked by, the what are the undead dudes called?
Lifeless.
They got attacked by the Lifeless, and it's like they lost track of her during that time period. There's just too much of it where I was like, you left a lot too much of it to chance, right?
Yeah.
And then as we get a little further along, they're like, oh well, everybody that your dad sent to come save you and come get you has been killed. I'm not trying to spoil the rest of what we're going to say. A lot of that, I was like, okay, so this group of mercenaries are able to take out these folks, I guess, because they're just so good at their job. But none of them really, I guess they go missing at some point in time. I mean, they're not always there together.
Yeah,
like Jewel is missing all the time.
They're there different times.
Yeah. Jewel's not there all the time. I get that. And then
Tunk Fa.
What?
Tunk Fa?
No, the lifeless dude. I keep wanting to call him Grok.
Claude.
Claude. Thank you.
Groot.
I know
I
he's
am Groot.
yeah. So
I am
he's like
Groot.
missing sometimes. But it's like I really wanted to put together the timeline of this because I was like, man, there's a lot of work to make that happen. First of all, you got to know he's coming. You got to know this person's coming to actually save her, and then they have to be just so obvious that they're able to get picked up and killed.
Yeah,
I don't know. And then it's like he's sending waves of like small groups of people, so that way he doesn't trigger, I guess, a lot of awareness that he's sending like his own, like, I'm gonna call them mercenary forces in to come save her. The whole thing is just really sus to me, and it just didn't bear out.
On a reread, there actually is a ton of foreshadowing to this, though.
Okay, and so let's take foreshadowing out for a second that this is happening. Sure. It's just the logistics are the part that mess with
sure.
me. I mean, and you guys are more than welcome to tell me about all the foreshadowing stuff I missed.
Yeah, I don't think they're the most capable, our crew, when it comes to kidnapping. They're really good at killing people. But I think this whole kidnapping thing's a little out of their wheelhouse. They're making the best of what they got. But they're not very good at this.
So I'll leave you guys to tell me about the foreshadowing piece. But the logistics is the thing that I'm hung up on, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That part was hard for me to kind of wrap my head around. I was like, I know it's supposed to be like a what moment, but for me it was like a huh moment.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So I want to hear all about the foreshadowing.
Yeah, I mean, most of the foreshadowing, I mean, of course, with Dinth, like, there's one scene where, like, she calls Dinth a good man, and, like, he pauses, and he's just like, yeah. I mean, there's some humanity that bleeds through a few times, and then there's a couple other, I mean, you can go back and find even smaller.
Yeah, but all those moments are, like, not really surprising, considering they're really ostentatious with their belief that they're mercenaries.
Yeah. But also,
somebody's got to say it because ostentatious never came up in these chapters. I was like,
also, if you go back in the scene when she first meets that guy that's dying of sickness or whatever, who's actually, we find out he's poisoned. In that scene, he's trying to tell her not to trust.
Because he pulled her aside. Basically, it's like, I need to talk to her alone.
Yeah,
but I'm like, if he really knew what was going on, he would have been like, that's your boy. That's your guy right there.
He could barely talk. It was like he was dying.
But I'm just saying, he could have pointed.
And they're like, oh,
and by the way, barely talk. He had to speak in order to give her his breaths.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he could easily said, again, the logistics is the thing that's messing with me the whole time.
They got really lucky a lot of the times with how new Ravenna was. Like, she just got to the city. She was kind of shocked. She was not really observing anything around her, and they got so lucky in the beginning.
She had the survival instinct of a wet fart. I mean,
and she didn't know that people couldn't get sick, or she might have, like, deep down, but she wasn't thinking that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She wasn't thinking about breath. She's unfamiliar with that whole concept.
Right.
So.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. I think there's not as many logistical problems. I can't really think of any, like, specifically that it doesn't make sense. Because even her getting away a little bit in the city when they're out and about, and them not worrying, I think because they probably knew the area, they knew the people, and
they had so much informants.
From her running out of her house, like, she was in her room, and then all of a sudden she's missing. Like, that is more like a running away situation. Whereas
why introduce her? Why introduce her to the rebellious or the
forgers?
I'm sorry, who?
The forgers.
Forgers.
The ones doing the forgery of the
stuff like that, or
I mean, all of it. Actually, let's just put all of it together. I mean, these people who have an undercurrent of rebellion and all that kind of stuff. Why would they even let her meet these people at all? And, half of that came from them. They were like, "Well, I ran into a guy." All of that made no sense to me after the fact. I was like, "Why would you even?"
I think it's to build trust with her, so they thought, but
they're not that smart.
But also, there's some more reveals later that might pertain.
I mean, again, I need so much more logic to help me get past it, because right now there's too many things that I'm like.
Yeah, a lot of those questions I think get answered later.
Yeah, we'll find out then.
Yep. Yeah. So as Dent's holding her, he's trying to get her to release the breaths, and she does to try to send it into Tungfal's cloak, but yeah, Denth quickly covers her mouth. And it was a bad command anyway, so the breath just comes out and doesn't really know what to do, so it just kind of wasted. And that's when he notices that there's marks on her wrist. And he's like, oh, bloody hell. Like, you didn't know who took you. I need to know who took you, who told you about stuff, and I need you to repeat these words to me. My life to yours, my breath becomes yours. Like, I need you to just go ahead and give me all your breaths right now, and we're going to, and I need you to spill the beans on everything that just happened because we need information. And of course, she leans over to Claude and says his command phrase to Howl at the Sun, attack Denth. He's like, damn it, who told her the phrase? Of course, Claude goes into attack mode on Denth, and she's able to flee. And knowing that they'll be able to find her, I guess at this point is it this point or is it the next chapter where she throws all her breath into her shawl and drains herself?
I think the next one.
I think it's the next chapter. The next time that she shows up.
Yeah. So that's how we end this chapter. Her breaking free and basically Claude going at Denth. So yeah, fun times. So now she's on the.
Oh, it's not fun times. It's
yeah.
Unfun times for.
So now she's on the run from both the gang of Denth and Vasher. Yeah, that's a fun place to be, right?
And that's just who we know that she needs to really be on the run from.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sucks to be Vivenna right now.
Yeah. All right. Anything else from this chapter? I mean, it's good. This is a good pivotal moment though in the book. I will say, this is kind of like a turning point, obviously, for Vivenna.
Well, that's a Sanderson thing though.
Yeah.
He's got to do this. Where it's like the you think you kind of understand what's going on, you get lulled into a sense of like understanding of the world he's built, and then it's quick heel turn, and now you're like, oh, well, now they're on the run, or now, the person you think was the good person is the bad person, or something.
Yeah.
Like that. So.
Now she has nobody to turn to. Parlin's dead. They even tell her anybody else that was coming in town to look for her. They've been killing us. They've been coming in town. So like, there is no one. Really, no one. So.
I mean, I feel like that happened with Tress in the Emerald Sea.
Yeah,
you got to a point, and it's like it seemed like everything was okay, and then things just like went like completely belly up, and then she felt like it's like then she's like, oh, I got nobody, and it's like you're by yourself now.
Yep. All right, chapter 36. So Siri is talking with Susebron. Just about the God King secessions and things like that, and he's just like, I don't want to die. I don't see how any of this will change. Like, why would I want to die? Like, I spent 50 years not being able to communicate, and now I can finally communicate and talk. Like, this makes no sense. I don't want to die. Like, no, don't worry about that. Like, it doesn't matter what all these books say. I'm not going to just off myself. Yeah.
And she's still steady trying to convince him that these priests are out to get him.
Right.
And he's just
like,
not.
Nah.
And he's just like not getting it.
Yeah. Yep. And he's getting more articulate in his writing, which is, she notices that as well. He's learning. He's a quick learner, although he doesn't understand some concepts. And we'll get to that in a second. Because, and as she's trying to convince him, he asks her if he can change her hair color to red, and she's like, red? Like, that's like the most ostentatious color in our that we could change our hair to. Like, I don't. Anyway, it goes on, and she kind of flirts with him, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry. He's like, no, I'm flirting. He's like, I don't know what that word means. He goes, well, it's like when a girl like says something that doesn't mean what they say, and he's like, I don't understand anything you're saying right now. It just does not compute. I don't.
I like the fact that Susebron is a stand-in for all men.
Yeah. Exactly.
He's a stand-in for all men who do not understand when a woman is flirting with him at all. Oh my gosh. The
100%.
man. The history of my life where a woman was flirting with me and I had no
idea.
clue. I was like, I don't know.
Okay.
It's true. Even girls don't know when girls are flirting with them.
Oh, geez. I remember I went back to my first high school reunion. Lord have mercy. The girls that told me all, they were like, I was flirting with you all the time. I was like, no, we were joking and laughing. And she's like,
okay.
And I'm like, oh, okay.
You were always like you were always a complete asshole to me. He goes, that's because I was flirting with you.
I was flirting with you.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, men not very emotionally smart, especially in our youth. We do not get none of that. You know, we couldn't figure out. We couldn't deduce ourselves out of a cardboard box if we had the
nope.
Had to do it to save our lives. We got no clue. No clue whatsoever. We're like, oh, you like me?
Oh. Check yes, no, or maybe.
Yeah. It would help if you would just walk up to me, slap me hard in the face, and say, I like you, stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope, that'll never happen.
No. That's the reason why it'll never happen. You know.
Yeah.
That's the kind of clue we need. If you give us like really subtle clues like that.
Yeah.
Walk up, slap us in the face.
Yeah.
I like you, stupid. That's the actual international sign for interest.
She does a really bad job of trying to explain flirtation to the God King Susebron. And he's just like, I don't get it. It's like sarcasm. I don't get that either. So yeah,
but he's trying to get sarcasm.
I'm trying. Yeah. He's trying. But yeah. And she's, I guess what she moves in to get close to him too at this point. He hesitantly wraps his arm around her. It's just very cute. It's a little meet cute scene. I guess not meet cute because you're
because they already met. But she's trying to nuzzle up to
him. Like this is like your rom-com. Like
this is a very Lady and the Tramp.
Yes,
spaghetti and meatball situation.
Yeah,
it's cute.
Yeah, it is.
It's the one a spicy a meatball. I don't know why I wanted to say that all of a sudden, but there you go.
Yeah, and then as it looks like it's getting kind of a hot and heavy, Siri's stomach just starts growling, and she's like, "Yeah, a little hungry."
No, she's sarcastic, and she's like, "Oh, well, something about like my stomach. Oh, my stomach does that when it's like satisfied or something like that." And he's like, "You're being sarcastic, aren't you?" Or they something like that.
Yeah.
So he's getting that sarcasm thing.
It's like, well, I can get food, and she's like, well, at least look like we've been doing something. He's like, doing what? Like, take your clothes off, get the little shovel. Why would I do that? Just do it, all right?
Yeah. What did he do? What did he just unbutton his top?
Like one button on his shirt.
Man, this is the equivalent of like a woman showing her wrist. It's like, ooh, spicy.
Show a little ankle.
Look at you. Look at you showing part of your clavicle.
Those medieval time ankles.
Hey.
Ooh, man. Showing ankles for free?
Oh, man.
Damn.
Don't throw them ankles around now. Come on.
Yeah. And she explained also like what she said her trouble is because she's exhausted for all the energy of growing her hair, she had said. And so Susebron goes and orders a bunch of food, and they just deliver all the food because apparently since he can't talk, they just give him everything all the time. And he explains to her, he's like, yeah, they just bring me everything. He's like, these are my favorite, and she just starts like just chowing down. She is like at a Vegas buffet, like a kid in a candy store, just all you can eat. This is a foodie's dream come true. Mm-hmm. All the most delicious food in the entire world, all you can eat.
Yeah, and she's really taken aback by the fact that they brought it so quickly, which means they had already prepared this food and had it on the ready at all times.
Yeah.
That's a lot of effort to just be cooking around the clock. I mean, but hey, it employs a lot of people.
It does. Maybe they have heat lamps. Maybe it's all like.
I bet you ain't no heat lamp in there. Ain't
Ew.
no KFC. Ain't no KFC Popeyes chicken heat lamps up in there. No.
Nothing's made to order. Everything's already prepared.
It's BK your way.
BK.
Yeah.
Did you see that? There's someone posted somewhere, and I'm not sure how true it is, but like someone posted that like if you go and order all the parts to a Whopper, like a la carte, like because you can order like just a patty and order just a side of lettuce and just a slice of cheese and just a bun, but like if you do it, it comes up to like $2.25, and like normally it's like $6. But if you do it all, like there's a whole post about like cheating the Burger King menu where it's like just order it all a la carte and then put it together yourself.
So first of all, I'm gonna just say that anybody puts that kind of effort into cheating a fast food restaurant with fast food quality food, your life is already in the wrong direction.
I just saw the post on social
media. You're in the wrong direction, right? I mean, you're like,
hey, nothing wrong with being frugal.
I'm gonna game the McDonald's and Burger King system. Oh man, you're already in the wrong. You're in the wrong business, my guy. Now, if you were to tell me, hey, I can go to Bonefish Grill.
Well, we used to when I used to be a server and a bartender, we used to do that because we would get one free meal sometimes, but if you worked like a double shift or something like that, you only got one meal. So like usually your second meal you had to pay for.
That checks out.
You get paid for, and we learned how to like game that menu like crazy. Like we ordered like off the kids menu, add the side of blah blah, do this, do that. And you have a full adult meal, and it's like
I've known so many bartenders in my life that have done that, and they told me they're like, "Hey, if you order the kids menu and then do a sub and a sub and a sub,
yeah, then it's like $3.
Of course, they get it for like what is it like only like 35% of whatever it actually costs too, so it's already the discount. Yeah. It's like you get off like, dirt cheap.
Right.
I get that. Yeah. What I'm saying is somebody that goes out willingly says, hey, let's game the Burger King system. All right. We're going to take it to Fat Cat, Mr. Whopper. I mean, I think there's better
ways of doing it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, true. Yeah. And I don't know how true the post was either. It's just someone saying something.
Because they know how many people are going to actually go out and do it. And even if you try to do something like that,
they're just going to charge you for burger. Yeah.
I mean, there's a good chance that might be just one particular installation that you go to that will let you get away with that. And then they'll put it out and put a video out and says, oh, you can do this at every Burger King. It's like, how many you try? 2? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there was like something a couple of years ago where like someone like posted something about like KFC, their buckets being refillable, and it was like a promotion done by one restaurant in one city, and everyone started coming in to like every KFC and trying to refill their buckets, and they're like, no, that's not a thing. Like,
and people keep forgetting these things. These things are franchisees. They've got individual rules and stuff that they can do. There's no such thing as always like all like.
Yeah, it was just like it was like one promotion at one place in like one obscure town that did it, and then someone made a post like and it went viral. And everyone's going into KFC trying to refill their chicken buckets.
All I know is I was really upset. I thought Tree was going to take me to get the secret menu options at Tim Hortons, and she didn't show me nothing special.
No.
I was waiting for her to go up in there and be like, so my friend here from America is going to have the secret special a week, and then I was going to get like all the things. Nope.
You're from America. The Canadians are sworn to secrecy. They're not allowed to tell you.
See, here's the thing. I'm only 3/4 Canadian, so I have to be full-blooded Canadian to know
to get the secrets.
Tim Hortons secrets.
How do they tell that?
They just know. I don't know.
They just know.
There's like a little laser scanner when you walk in.
Yeah, something about like when you grab that hockey stick shaped handle.
Oh, if you're not holding it right.
Yeah.
They just know.
They know.
The genetics.
Yeah. Only
it's like an Asian person, like when they like actually are able to like do that thing where they kneel down and the back heel can actually rest on the ground. And it seems to be like it's only like their tendons are able to do. That's how they know.
Yeah.
So you grabbed the hockey stick and they were like, ah!
My wife's whole family. My wife's whole family can do the Asian squat, which I was like,
really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. The whole family.
The whole family. Mom, dad, sister, brother. I was like,
look,
what?
I stretch constantly before working out. I have never gotten even close. And every time I see it, I'm like, what the F is going on? How are you able to do that?
Yeah, you go to Southeast Asia, like they just talk to you and sit down like that. Like
they sit like that all the time, by the way.
Like in Thailand, they'll sit down and start
talking. I was
in
Thailand and I saw people just doing it on the, and I was like, what type of bendy class do you have to go to?
Yeah.
I can't even get close. Look, I've tried. I'm like, my tendons aren't even near. It's the Achilles, I believe, right?
I think so. Yeah. No, I fall right over.
Oh, every time. You want to see me looking fumbly and awkward? Tell me to do that squat, and I'm like, trying. I'm like falling all over the place.
Nope, I can't do it.
Yep.
So she gets a whole bunch of food in. She actually ends up asking him a question like if he would run away with her, back to Idris.
Let's run away together.
Oh man, this is starting. You want to talk about this starting to sound like a Shakespeare poem?
Yeah,
it's getting there.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I will, but I don't think we'll get to that point. I think we're good. The priests love
nuzzle, grub, run. That's basically the subtitle of this chapter.
Yeah. Yep. And that's pretty much how we end that chapter. It's just eating, flirting, and talking about running away together.
Yep.
To the mountains.
So, I've been thinking a lot about this whole who's bringing the war, right?
Who's behind it?
Who's behind the war? And I don't know. I know they're trying to make it seem like all the priests around the God King are
the ones
just like, gonna kill him or take him out and stuff. Something about this, it just seems a little too on the nose.
Okay.
So I'm just not there yet.
And
I haven't seen enough evidence. I mean,
You want a secret? It's the rat.
Of course.
You mean the squirrel?
Squirrel.
Squirrel. Yeah, the squirrel. Squirrel in the box.
Squirrel in the box.
I think we need to name him at this point. He's been around long enough.
Sparky.
Squirrel in the box. Yeah, because he shows up again
Sparky?
too.
Sparky.
Oh wow. Okay.
You were on that.
What's Squirrel Girl's squirrel named?
Sparky.
Oh, let's ask Google. Hey Google, what is Squirrel Girl's squirrel named? I remember it after I asked Tippy.
Tippy. Constant squirrel companions have been Monkey Joe and later Tippy Toe.
Tippy Toe. I knew it was Tippy after I asked the question, and then I immediately knew. This is like the way it works with everything that I do, by the way. Usually I have a tendency to type and stuff, and by the time I finish typing it in, I'm like, I know the answer to that. Anyway, Tippy is the name of our dead squirrel friend.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be
Tippy.
Mm-hmm.
So anything from Old Country Buffet? Anything else?
Old Country Buffet, man.
Other than it made me hungry? No.
From Golden Corral?
Oh man, I'm gonna take it back to say Piccadilly.
Piccadilly.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's fun to say. Piccadilly.
Piccadilly is a fun word, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's got a nice cadence.
Old Country Buffet for the win. Yeah. Old Country Buffet for the win.
Old Country Buffet.
Man, Golden Corral's the other big one.
Oh, they used to call it the OCB back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the place that had the big fat yeast rolls? What was that?
Did it still have any Old Country Buffets around here?
No. Big Fat Yeast Roll was from. It's a buffet place. Big Fat Yeast Roll.
I don't know. There's used to be a bunch of them.
And now it's an the one closest to me is a Hardee's over in Denby. But what was that place called? I have to look it up.
I don't know.
That was a buffet place though too.
Yeah. I don't know. Chapter 37. We'll move on. We'll back to Vivenna as she's running through the streets, avoiding Dent and Vasher through the slums.
Quincy's, by the way.
Quincy's. Okay.
Quincy's. That's the place with the big fat yeast roll.
Hey, you know what? We checked the box. We talked about food tonight.
Oh, we talked about food a bit.
Yeah.
We checked the box.
Yeah, definitely.
This was a
hey, but actually, it wasn't our fault. It was actually brought up as part of the actual story.
It was.
True.
Yeah. What'd you guys have for dinner tonight? Anything good?
Nothing yet.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I made
distracted with something and forgot to eat, so I'm gonna eat after this podcast. Probably
in a
mac and
crock
cheese.
pot. I made a chicken and shrimp fajita mixture, so now I can have that for a few days.
I just had taco soup. It was good.
That sounds good. Yeah, right now I'm just eating.
Wait, what's the difference between taco soup and
Sunflower
tortilla
seeds.
soup?
I don't know if there's much difference.
Because I've
Just
never had
crazy.
taco soup. I've had tortilla soup.
It's probably the same thing. I mean,
Is
it's just
Okay.
taco ingredients pretty much just poured to a soup.
That sounds really
Oh
good.
no, that's not the same thing as tortilla soup.
Okay, then it's
Yeah, taco soup sounds like it's like because it's probably like beef, right?
That's beef.
Yeah, so it's definitely different then. Okay.
What is tortilla soup?
Tortilla soup is like a cheesy chicken,
Mm.
creamy.
Okay.
But it's got like a lot of like cumin and Mexican flavors and stuff, and
Yeah.
like cayenne, and then you take like little tortilla strips. You actually take a tortilla, like one of those like flour tortillas.
Mhm.
You cut it up like with like I usually use like a pizza
Pizza
cutter,
Mhm.
and then you'll deep fry them for like a few seconds.
Yeah.
And then they're like all crispy or whatever, and you put those in the actual soup, so you get like a little crunchy and a little savory, and
Yeah.
the whole deal.
We just get like chips, like tortilla chips, and
Oh, okay.
because the soup is more like stew. It's thick. I mean, it's like a chili almost.
Yeah,
So
it sounds like it based on what you're saying. Yeah, it's definitely a stew.
It's definitely
Tortilla soup is more like a soup. It's a really cheesy
it's
soup.
not soupy. It's more
Yeah,
stewy.
but
It's more like
that
chili
sounds like a
consistency.
stew. I like
it's
that.
like it's a lot more chunky.
That sounds good though.
It's
I
good.
gotta
Oh,
look
it's
that recipe
delicious.
up.
You put some
Okay.
you put some cheddar cheese and sour cream on it and dip
Yeah,
your chips
right.
in there.
right.
God, that sounds so good.
It's good.
I'm so hungry. I have to stop because these sunflower seeds are not cutting it.
I was gonna say, what are you eating? You're snacking on
I
something.
know
It's
they're
not
just
helping.
little shelled
Oh,
sunflower
got
seeds.
it. Okay.
All right.
Trying
There you go.
to sustain myself until I can cook
Oh.
real food.
Vivenna's not getting any food because she's in the slums and has no money and nothing
True.
and no
Oh,
friends.
man, yeah.
She's
I at least have
dumpster
sesame
she's
seeds.
dumpster diving for food. Yeah, it's bad out there. She gets robbed at one point, and they take her dress from her. So now she's just wearing like a muddy, dirty shift, pretty much. And
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
and she takes her shawl and puts all her breath into her shawl and wraps it around herself. And he tries to steal that too. And she's like, no, I draw the line somewhere. This is where I draw the line. You can go and kill me. Like,
And then she like rubs dirt on it to like get him to stop.
yeah,
Hey,
I was like, can't sell it now.
Now you can't sell it. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah. And he just runs with it. But yeah. And yeah, once he goes ahead and she's worried about having any breath in her, someone with any kind of the first heighten could find her. So she just becomes a drab.
Yeah, that's after she recognizes that the mercenaries that she was around,
Yeah.
she couldn't feel their breath.
Can feel their breath.
She's like, oh wait,
they're
how did
drabs.
they do that? And then she's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and she decides to do that.
She's
Yep.
starting to think now. Like she's getting some perspective and
Yeah, because now she's getting the street smarts that I accused her of not having.
Yeah,
she's getting them
before.
real
So
fast.
now she's getting that street education now.
The thief too recognized her as like, oh, not so high and mighty now, huh?
Yeah.
Like, not gonna talk down to me now.
Yep.
It's true.
Yep.
I don't know why she carried the conversation on with him at all, but I mean, she was low on energy and stuff. But
Yeah. Yep. That's where she is. This one's a short chapter, and then we check in with her again in the last chapter. Obviously.
Yeah.
So there's not much to talk about other than she gets robbed. She gives
she's
her
almost. It's almost like she's naked and afraid, huh?
almost. She's almost naked and afraid. Almost.
Mhm.
Almost. Just has a little bit of clothes on. Has some decency.
A little bit.
Oh, just barely.
Yeah,
She came close to not even having that.
Yeah. True.
I'm trying to figure out how was that going to work out though. She had to give that away. I mean, she'd have been like, then she would have really been naked.
Real
and
being
afraid.
naked.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I should have made it naked and afraid.
I don't know. I don't know if the city has decency laws, but she probably been picked up pretty fast if she was naked.
Possibly. That's right. And didn't she have like an interaction with like a guard or something? Like she was trying to
Later.
sleep in a corner or something.
Later, yeah.
Oh,
it's
that
the
happens
last
later.
chapter.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. I think it's the last chapter when that happens.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, it's last chapter.
All right.
Yep.
Oh my. Did you guys hear that car
I
horn?
did. I
Sorry.
did. Yeah.
They were like Tim Hortons.
Oh, There's a lot of things that are noisy around me today.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's
You
it's
can't
the
unmute
it's
myself.
it's the car way of saying sorry.
Sorry.
It's saying sorry. Sorry.
That's actually what every car horn there sounds like.
Sorry.
True. Whoops. Oops.
Is that what the police sirens sound like too?
That's hilarious.
Sorry,
If every
sorry.
horn in Canada said whoops. Whoops.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious. I'd love that.
Fun times. Yeah, we love our Canadian friends.
Oh, absolutely.
Chapter 38. Lightsong wakes up after having a dream of a battle in which his friend which friend after friend was killed, like a bunch of friends. But Vila didn't know, but they were his friends.
He knew they were his friends, but he doesn't know who they are.
Yeah, he knows they're friends, and he's pretty disturbed by all of it. And tells, like, I guess, Scoot about it too. And even Scoot's like, "Damn, that ain't good." So he also dreamed that Blush Reaver, with her face flushed and her face was all flushed, and the God King was crying. Yeah, so I had some pretty messed up dreams.
Yeah.
Weird prophetic dreams, I guess, maybe, if they are.
Maybe.
We'll see. Do you have any ideas of what it all means, Alondo?
I'm still trying to figure out what his purpose is in this story.
Lightsong?
Yeah.
Comedic relief.
Yeah, I'm I don't know. Right now, I don't see a lot of progression happening. Now, he's working on this murder mystery, which is great. But I'm like, what's his purpose? And I feel like his purpose is going to be fill in the blank. He's the reluctant fill in the blank. I don't know what the fill in the blank is, but I feel like it's the reluctant.
Yeah.
Fill in the blank.
Fill in the blank.
I don't know, because it's like he's gonna like rise above what he is to be something better, but I don't know what that is, and I'm like, I don't get it. Okay. So right now, but it's so vague right now. It's so incredibly vague, because I'm like, even if he tries to figure out this like murder mystery and everything, and let's say he gets to the bottom of this, I'm like, to what end? To what end? Yeah, you know, I mean, so he thinks he's gonna like unfold this plot about, you know, this, you know, the brewing war. There is this whole war thing. Yeah, is so complicated.
It is.
In terms of the ways that there's no one like devious person that I would say you're the dude. That's the reason why this whole idea of like, you know, the priests around the God King, nothing about this is making sense to me. So I'm like, so either, I don't know. It is more than like, I like calling her, what is her name? Blushweaver. I like calling her Bushwhacker for some reason. In my head, I just love calling her that. But it's more than her. There's something much more, you know, large, you know,
something,
but it's not conspiracy. It's something big at play here. But I don't understand, what is it that he's gonna do if there's this like big cabal, I'm gonna call it, that he's working against. What is he gonna do to fix that? He's one man. Okay, yeah, he has armies, which
he's going to use his skills of pebble throwing, because he's throwing pebbles into urns.
Yes,
and he never misses, because when he does miss, a servant immediately picks up and puts it in, so he can't miss.
So I mean, because everything I feel like he does is small ball. I'm like, how are you going to fix this bigger issue? So that's the reason why I've just got a lot of questions about what his ultimate purpose is. Anyway, that's me pontificating. I got nothing more.
And I love these urns too. Let's get to the urns, because he's sitting there throwing them in, and then it later explains like they're not far away at all. Like they're like 2 feet away. He's like almost like dropping them in, still missing, but like, and they're always like, oh, great shot. Like, go and put the bubble in. It's great.
That's what happens. You gotta, you know, serve the returned, right?
Yeah.
I I said serve the return. That sounds like a tennis joke somewhere. I don't know what that is, but
Yeah.
someone make that joke and then put the punchline in that I've already written for you.
So Blushweaver decides to stop by, and she asks what she's doing, and he's like,
Oh, Bushwhacker. That's right.
Yeah,
Bushwhacker.
and says, like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm throwing pebbles. He goes, okay, you're just getting more and more weird by the second. He's like, it's just because I like to throw pebbles. Look, watch. He like misses one. Look, I made it. She's like, okay, why? And finally, he's like, do you see that priest coming in? Do you see all the different color urns? Yeah. So I'm throwing pebbles in different urns depending on how many priests are coming in. It's like, why are you doing that? It's like, I'm counting them. You should join in. We can all count the priests. He's like, I still am not understanding why you're doing what you're doing. He kind of explains himself more, and he's like, well, I can't remember which one it was. Was it Mercy Star or was it Hope Finder?
Mercy Star.
Mercy Star. Yeah, Mercy Star. He's like, there's only been a few Mercy Star priests. This is the priests that have come in. So, like, I suspect that if we went down there and looked right now, they'd have all the people there, which means they're coming in somewhere else. And it's like, oh, so you're going back to this whole tunnel thing. He goes, yeah, the
Secret
tunnels.
tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Oh,
Secret
man.
tunnel.
Should I? I?
Yeah, I forget the next couple lines, but then it goes, secret tunnel, through the mountains, secret tunnel, yeah.
Just want to do
The
that
best
kind
part
of
is when he goes, yeah, at the end and kind of falls over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Falls over.
Secret tunnel.
Woo.
Anyway, so he's trying to figure out the secret tunnels. And Blushweaver's like, we have bigger problems right now than the amount of priests in court. And he's like, yeah, they can wait. I'm counting. It's like, no, seriously, like, we still need all mother's codes. And I went to talk to her, and she wants nothing to do with it. She's not even being nice to me anymore. And I've always been nice to her. And she doesn't like me anymore. And it's like, sounds like, okay.
She won't share her Barbies. She won't let me use her Easy Bake Oven.
Every time I go over there, I
Me.
ask her for stuff, and now she doesn't like me, and I don't understand.
Yeah. And she's like, why is your obsession with the whole thing? He's like, because of this, and pulls out the box, opens it up, it's the dead squirrel in there. He's like, see, look, it's a
Tippy.
dead squirrel.
Tippy.
Tippy.
Sparky,
Because there's a dead squirrel. It's like, I don't.
Yes.
He's like, okay, you've really lost your mind. Yeah.
But he goes into a whole thing about how they re-engineered the squirrel.
Right. Yeah. Which is kind of fascinating too.
That was
It's like-
fascinating. They kind of go into the whole thing about, it's not just it was a reanimated squirrel. They had to figure out how to
Break it.
break into its brain, its
Mhm.
brain codes, and they were like, hey, you got to do the thing and the thing, but we can't really go into all that.
And that way we can tell how powerful of a breath the person was that gave it to him based on how hard it is to break into. And this squirrel was pretty powerful, which means I need to figure out what this means. But yeah. So he's onto something. Blushweaver thinks this is nonsense, but at the same time, he thinks this is the most important thing in the entire world, which it could be. But it's hard to put the pieces together right now because it kind of all comes from a sense of not knowing what the bigger picture is.
Sure.
Yeah. And Lightsong even starts having more of those philosophical, like, question existence type questions with Blushweaver. Like, why are any of the gods here to begin with? Like, I woke up refusing to believe I am a god. So, like, why am I God? Like, and it says, like, and why when we curse, do we not curse our own names? Like,
Right.
which he goes into a whole thing, whole diatribe on that too, which is great. Like, you.
And then questioning their names in general.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
All that stuff. So fascinating conversation. But then after all that, he's like, you know what? You've been bugging me about this all mother commands. I'll just do it myself. I'm leaving. I'm going to go talk to All Mother myself. That's how I end this chapter. So I'm just storming off to go talk to All Mother.
The second time he said he's going to go talk to her.
It is.
It's the second time. I'm like, what happened the first time?
Yeah, he got distracted.
You get distracted by a squirrel or pebbles or something.
Yeah.
Or bushwhacker.
Or bushwhacker.
Sorry, I'm not letting that one go. That one.
I like it.
I'm like,
Not
there's something that happened there, and I'm like, wait a minute, you were going to talk to her. I want to say it's like 2 episodes ago.
Yep.
And then nothing.
Never did.
And then I'm like, oh, okay. And all of a sudden again, I'm like, okay, what's going on here?
He's one of those people that like talks a big game, and then when it comes to actually do something, he's like, I'm scared. I'm not gonna do it.
That's the reason I feel like he's gonna like serve some purpose, but we don't know what it is. But it's not gonna be something like, I don't know. Because right now he's like the it's like an 80s comedy where it's like he's comic relief.
Right.
But then ultimately he's like, actually, I was an undercover FBI agent this whole time, or something like that. You just don't, I don't know
what his spin is.
Yeah, what his spiel is, but that's right now I got that. That's actually the thing I'm most questioning about in all these chapters. I thought more about him and his place in this story than I did about the intricacies of how these mercenaries pulled off this kidnapping.
He's the get smart character, where it's just like stumbles into solving all the crimes and just
right. But that means at some point in time he's probably smarter than you think he is. But then I'm like, if that's the case, to what end?
It's just the unorthodox way, man.
Because right now he's not subverting anybody. I mean, not sabotaging anybody else's plans.
What's a fighting form drunken monkey style kung fu where you actually like fight off balance the entire time?
Right.
It's a whole
throws people off because they can't predict what you're going to do.
Yeah. So maybe he's smarter than you think. He's just throwing everybody off.
Maybe he is.
Drunken monkey style.
Okay. Well,
that's my 2 cents.
I'm going to call him Monkey Shoulder, the Scotch. Scotch. That's him. Monkey Shoulder. So I'm giving everybody a nickname.
Do you think he's actually going to talk to Allmother now?
No.
No.
Does Allmother even exist?
You know what?
It's Allmother time.
At this point in time, it's all third party. That's all we're hearing, right? So
we just talked about her a lot. No one's actually met her. She's the Wizard of Oz. It's just some person behind her.
She might be tipping the scroll for all we know.
Could be. It could be. Yep. All right. So we go to the final chapter. We're back to Ravenna again. She's living as a drab. She's on the run from Denth and Vasher and everybody else. And at this point, she's broken down. She's tried begging, but pretty unsuccessful because she's realized that no one really wants to pay attention to any drabs unless they like do stuff to like perform pretty much. And like, the ones that are loud and obnoxious are the ones that actually get money because they get noticed. And she doesn't want to be noticed. So like being the poor pathetic, it just gets ignored. But she wants to be ignored, but she also is hungry. She sells her hair to buy food, but it's not even enough.
A really terrible haircut in the process.
But it's not even enough food for her to regrow her hair. To use
I imagine it's like a bowl cut. Like they just put a bowl in which.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah. Yeah. She dumpster dives to eat at this point. Other people try to steal her shawl, even at some points, but she keeps on eating rotten garbage from the gutters. Yeah.
Yummy.
How far down can you go? Is this rock bottom?
I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah.
She could be completely naked.
Yeah, and this is also where she's, moved aside by the city guard, but she's so tired she doesn't even hardly respond to them. Like he pokes at her, it's like you can't beg there. It's just like they have all these rules, they don't even tell us what the rules are. They won't even bother to tell us what the rules are, but there are rules. Apparently, we're just supposed to know. Which I feel like it's a reflection of some society in a way too. There's a lot of that happens in a lot of societies where there's a lot of rules that they don't tell the people that are affected, especially the homeless.
Well, it's like the laws that we hold ourselves accountable to.
Yeah.
How many of us everyday people have actually read these laws? All the laws that you know of, you've been told by somebody else, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even you go to the DMV, they tell you like, you're not supposed to do this and that and that and this, but yet and still there's like laws for all kinds of things. Yep. I put like these lights on the bottom of my car, so we could light up during Christmas, and I got pulled over, and they're like, "You can't have those." And I was like, Even just like I was like, I see Christmas lights on everybody's cars, and they're like, you can't have those. I was like, great.
Okay.
I guess I gotta
I didn't
read
know
that law,
I didn't
huh?
know I couldn't do that.
Yeah. So,
My as a kid, I remember my dad in our like study area in the house, like where the bookshelf was, he had like volumes and volumes of Virginia code, like law. Because he was just not that he's a lawyer, he's just fascinated by it. And I remember as a kid, like whenever like we would do something wrong, he'd pull out the law books and go find the law and read it to us as kids. This is how
sounds fun.
Yeah, this is how great my childhood was. So maybe this is the way I am. This is why I am.
I used to have to study. I used to have to study Virginia law because when I worked for a politician, that was one of the things we had to do is every year understand all the new laws that came out. And because I used to have to write the code that enacted or enforced that law, in our computer systems, I had to know it. So I had to like monitor it and all that stuff. Now my brother, he has to do it still to this day, working for the Virginia Supreme Court. He has to understand all the laws in Virginia. Yeah, man, it's a lot
There's a lot of laws
keep track of, and they change every year.
I remember because there's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when I was a kid. But anyway, and I tied two sticks together with a string, and then I hit my brother with a nunchuck, like a homemade nunchuck. And I remember my dad pulling out the book and actually find the laws on nunchucks that they're illegal. Or at least they were. I'm not sure they still are. but they're.
I remember they used to be. I definitely know they used to be illegal.
Yeah, but
it
actually pointed to the code in the law of where it actually is listed as illegal, and I was like, "These are two sticks with a string. I don't think that applies."
Because before Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it was this is back when the Chinese martial arts movies became like crazy popular, and everyone was making. Their own. Basically, would just take those two eye loop screws, put them in two sticks,
right?
And if you wanted to get really basic, use some rubber band, and you would make little nunchucks, and that was like the worst thing you could do. But because it was snap and break, and someone got hurt really bad.
Just trying to do the tricks, and it snaps and like
in your face. Yes. Self-inflicted wounds.
Exactly. So anyway, I so speaking of code, as a kid I remember very vividly of lots of memories of reading Virginia code. All the laws. There's lots of them. There's a whole lot of them.
Yeah, there's so many.
But then you go to case law, and that's a whole different story too. You have your book law, then you have case law, which is interpretation.
That's fun. Now there is fun.
There is
case law.
Yeah, because then you have laws, then you have interpretations of the law, which that goes even further. Because this case said this, but this case contradicts that case. Therefore, this case is a higher court, so that means that this law means this. But
that's why it's always a really fine line you want to draw when you want to reference the case in anything, because you don't know has that case actually been refuted and overturned, and
has it been interpreted differently in a court or law? If it has, then that law does not apply that way.
It does not apply that way in this particular situation.
Law's fun.
That boy can be named Sue.
That boy can be named Sue. There actually are a few names that you cannot name your kid.
Yeah, that's actually a bunch of laws about that.
There's a bunch of laws about that too.
Yeah, there's a bunch of laws about. There's actually still a bunch of laws on the books about. Oh my God, the oppression of women. It is terrible, and these these laws are still in the books, and never repealed.
Yep,
still out there.
Some weird ones too that nobody like. I guess was there old Virginia law that like if you drive a car past a horse farm, you have to get out and hold a lantern out in front of your car. Like there's all these old laws like
but
that.
The old Virginia laws. That's that. Because Virginia, of course, has been around for forever.
Yeah.
There's all these not compared to like Europe, but forever compared to like
non-enforced laws that are still technically on the books, but they're not,
not enforceable, but they technically are still out there.
They've never been overturned. They're just because if someone really wants to get technical, they can bring it to court. So eventually she finds a place to sleep after eating from the gutter. She's at this point she's giving up begging as well. She talks about dying. That's better for her to die than go on. At this point, I think suicide's looking like or unaliving. Sorry, YouTube does not like that word.
Yeah, they used all the variations.
I mean, what are her options at this point? She's stuck in a city she's not super familiar with, hiding from two people that
she doesn't even know the phrase to get her breath back if she wanted to.
She doesn't probably know how would she even get back to her own like city?
Yeah.
Like, she's stuck.
Yep.
She's stuck.
And yeah, she tries to go find a place to sleep one night, and eventually settling in the third favorite alleyway because the first and second were occupied by other people, gangs that beat her up and stole her last coins. So, yeah,
that could have been a lot worse.
It could have been tough. Yeah. So she's
We're out here for a princess.
Yeah.
When you're stuck in some weird city that you don't know.
Yeah. It's a rough time for Ravenna. And that's how we end this chapter pretty much, is her finding her third favorite alleyway. So she's going to sleep. Finally.
Yep.
So fun times.
Oh, it's unfun times.
Sarcasm. Yep. So anything from all these chapters? Okay. Favorite character?
I get to say Tippy this time.
Yeah,
I've been saving it. I've been saving it for forever, and it finally came through today. I named him.
Tippy.
I'll call him Tippy, and I shall name him my
I
character.
shall love him and pet him and love him forever and ever and ever.
And I shall call him George. No, I will call him Tippy.
Call him Tippy. I don't know. Nobody really stood out to me in these chapters, so I don't know. I guess I'll pick. I don't know. I guess I'll pick Ravenna because she needs someone on her team right now, looking out for. I don't know, rooting for her. I guess. So
you're rooting for Ravenna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay, Ravenna. You'll be okay.
Yeah.
Head pats.
I'm gonna pick Nightblood for the one line he got. Let's kill something.
Let's kill something.
Jeez.
Ooh, we could kill someone.
So my second pick, if you guys had chosen Tippy, was gonna be Parlin.
That's Parlin. Right. Yeah. Poor one out.
R.I.P. Parlin.
Yeah.
I mean, when they described the fact that it's like his cheek was cut, you could see through into the inside of his mouth. I mean, he must have gotten
tortured,
mutilated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't go into details, but R.I.P.
He was about to go down and ask Jules to go steady too.
Oh man, they were about to go steady to the prom.
Puppy dog Parlin crossed the Rainbow
man,
Bridge.
this poor dude. I mean, he had a rough life if you really think about it. I mean, he pined after this girl, but didn't really want her. But hey, whatever. Then he follows her.
Yeah.
The situation where they go into the city,
right?
And then she sends away. I'm sorry, we're getting back into the whole thing about this whole mercenary situation. She sends away her other guards who knew where she was.
Yeah.
And then Dad sends more guards.
Yep.
To get her, and they're killed. And I'm like, but you knew who they were because they had the whole thing. It just guys, when we get to the point where all this unfolds and you tell me how this all like worked out.
Yeah.
Because my head's about to break. The more I think about it, the more my head's about to break. I'm like, oh no.
It was a bold strategy.
You can go there.
Anyway, I can give it to Claude. Actually, that's rather than give it to Nightblood, I'll give it to Claude.
Give it to Claude.
Oh yeah,
Claude coming through.
Claude coming through.
Yeah,
with some humanity in his eyes. They locked eyes, and she's like, "There's something about him, like where it's like he knows."
Like a Level 42 song. There must be something about you.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that movie where everybody's zombie, but they start coming back to humanity. Warm Bodies. I think where they're zombies.
Is that what that movie's about? I've never seen it. I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's really cute. The zombie falls in love with like a regular human girl, And
Oh, but I
start-
didn't know that. But I knew that part, but I didn't know that the zombies start to come back.
yeah, they start to get like little bits of their humanity back. It's
Oh,
really
wow.
funny. It's really
Okay.
cute.
I mean, I heard good things. I just never seen it.
So maybe Claude is doing that.
Yeah. Maybe.
Warm body Claude.
Yeah.
Warm body Claude. All right. Well, next week we're doing 5 chapters: 40, 41, 42, 43, and 44. So through 44.
Okay.
So look forward to some fun chapters here. We're getting closer to the end.
Yeah. I'm disappointed. I wanted Alondo to be more shocked with that. plot twist.
Oh, with the plot twist.
Yeah. Especially since the week before you were talking about how good they were.
Was I talking about how
her
good they
friend
were?
Crew.
I think I was talking about how much they protected her, though, right?
Yeah, there was something.
Yeah.
It was good stuff. It was.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
was not a doubt in your mind, which makes
Oh.
me pretty happy.
Well, but see, that's the reason though too. I mean,
It's written that way. It's
actually,
written
still is. But remember,
Yeah.
it is still shocking to me because I can't get past the intricacy of how this actually all unfolded.
Yeah.
So I'm
It
still
is clear
kind
on-
of. So it still is shocking to me. The logistics again of it is just kind of messed up for me. That's the reason why it's like, because I would have seen. When it's like when you read a mystery novel or something, put the clues there, give me the breadcrumbs so I can figure it out on my own.
Mhm.
And even the hints that you guys are talking about are really broad hints. They're not really specific
I
enough.
can't think of anything specific right now, but I remember while we were reading through it, I was like, oh yeah, that and that.
This is about to go down. Okay,
Mhm.
so
Go down.
their like prerogative still it hasn't been clear though. Like
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because we don't know who's It's like the last book we read. We don't know who the puppet master is.
Yeah.
Who's pulling the strings?
So that's
Daddy,
still
can I
kind
have
of
some
wishy-washy.
sausage? What's that from?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Freddie got fingered. That's what it came from. Okay,
Um,
and he's got the thing. And he's like, Papa, can I have some sausage?
Oh,
Freddie got fingered with what's his
Tom
name?
Green,
Tom Green, man.
another
yes.
Canadian.
yay,
Yes.
Canada.
Yeah. My bum is on a moose. My bum is on a moose.
Yes.
It's that Tom Green song. It's literally
Yeah, Tom Green was remember everybody thought he was gonna be like a comedic powerhouse, and then they were like, hey, you're kind of fun. No, you're not really that
not
funny.
funny. Yeah.
Kind of like Carrot Top. It's like everybody thought they were funny for like a minute, and then you're like, oh, you're really
You started
not
like to listen, like, yeah, there's a shock value, and I was like, well,
right. It's like Gallagher.
But it was
Gallagher
more-
is like
It was
funny. It's
more like
oh, you're not
Tom
really
Green was
that
one of those
funny.
ones that like people like. He got popular during Total Request Lives, TRL.
Yeah, it was him and Jamie Kennedy, right? Those two.
And they people would, as to be ironic and funny, would like vote it up. So his song got played like on MTV all the time.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, December 31st, 2025, MTV finally announced they have now discontinued their last music channel because they had other channels. So
They discontinued it like internationally for sure.
Yeah,
It's all
internationally.
gone.
it's all gone now.
I think they're winding down all the channels in America. I don't think they're all off, but I used to, because I watch MTV Classic all the time on YouTube
Yeah.
TV, because it's just put on like they put on
Yeah.
80s videos, 90s videos, and stuff like that.
And the last song they played was Video Killed the
Yeah,
Radio
video killed the
Star. That's the last
video
song.
killed the radio star. Or-
The very first song they ever played on MTV. That's
What is it? Who sings that song? It's the
Bugles.
Bugles. I always forget. I keep want to say the Bobs. And I'm like, I know it's like something, the Buzz or something.
And who was the artist that was the
No, the Buggles. It's not Bugles, it's Buggles.
Buggles. The Buggles. Who was the second artist ever played on MTV? This is a
Oh,
fun trivia.
oh, I know this.
I can't remember the name of the song, but I know the artist.
Oh, give me because it's come up in trivia so
Not
many
the most
times.
popular song by this person, but
All I can think of is "Aha, Take on Me," and I know it's not that.
nope, it's not. Michael Jackson's in the top 5 or something like that, but it's not Michael Jackson.
I can't remember. You tell me.
Pat Benatar.
Pat.
Woo!
I knew that too, man. I knew that.
Good old MTV trivia.
Pat Benatar was like a force back in the day, though.
Yeah.
For those that didn't know, man, in the 80s into the early 90s, Pat Benatar was the ish. Everybody cut their hair like her. Everyone to look like her. Everyone to sound like her because she kind of had like this sultry voice. And by the way, amazing singer. Yeah, but Pat Benatar was the lady.
Yeah. It was You Better Run by Pat Benatar is number 2.
Let's see, that's the part I would never remember. Though is the name of the song. That's really they always ask you who the artist was.
Yeah.
Because that was not like one of her like big time.
No, Michael Jackson
song.
He wasn't even in the top first hour.
Wait, are you in the first? So
First-
who besides you got the Buggles? You got
So
Pat
the Buggles,
Benatar.
you got Pat Benatar, those Rod Stewart, She Won't Dance With Me. Then You Better Not, or You Bet by The Who.
Ooh.
Yep. Little Susie's on the Up by PhD. We Don't Talk Anymore by Cliff Richard. Brass in Pocket by the Pretenders.
Okay, Brass in Pocket. Okay, I mean a lot of these songs are not recognizable though.
Yeah,
really.
number 8, Time Heals by Todd Rundgren. And then Take It on the Run by REO Speedwagon. Take
Okay.
It on the Run.
Right.
Yeah. Hold On Loosely by 38 Specials in the top 20. So,
Jeez, I mean
Iron
these are
Maiden
like,
by Iron Maiden. Yeah, so they had some good.
yeah, but these are pretty obscure though. I mean, most of these songs right now we're
Number
really
20 Number 22 is In the Air Tonight, Phil Collins.
yeah, but yeah, to get back 22. You're talking about the second hour, easily second hour.
Yeah, now we're in second hour. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh well.
Anyway, fun times. Yeah, the good old days of MTV.
The
where
mid
it
80s.
used to have music before everything became reality TV. Anyway, so 5 chapters next week. Other than that, you can find us at thecosmoreads.com. I did update the Discord on there, so that link does get to our Discord server. So go check it out.
Yay.
There are links there. They go to things and places. We did get a new Patreon. I think I might have already announced that a couple weeks ago, but it was a couple weeks ago we got a new patron.
Great.
I don't check that email often, so I might have already announced that. But if we didn't, then I'll announce it again. Let's see. That would have been. Make sure I'm the right email. Antigone. I don't think I announced him. Antigone, welcome to Patreon.
Yay.
Thank you for support.
Much
You
rejoicing.
need to put the patrons in the end credits.
I do. I need to edit that because we do have a few, and I have not. We have quite a few, and I have not. I need to edit that. Now that I have my computer back, I can actually do videos again, and I have been. So I just need to. I did the new intro, so we don't get copyrights anymore. I just need to now do outros. I'll get there.
Make it so.
I believe in you.
Make it so.
You've been doing lots of stuff.
I've been doing a lot of stuff. I've been busy.
Secret stuff. Secret stuff that.
Super secret squirrel stuff.
I was waiting for the super secret squirrel to come up. I was waiting for it.
We're doing some tippy stuff over here, all right?
Super secret squirrel.
Yeah.
And his sidekick, Morocco Mole.
Yeah. There's some stuff coming. There's some stuff coming. It's gonna be interesting.
Alan, you need to get a video. You need to get an image of that because Tree has no idea what we're talking about with Super Secret Squirrel
I mean,
and
this is
Morocco
most
Mole.
of the time. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. You just go do your thing. I just daydream. It's fine.
They are real things that we're not making it up. We're not part of a collective fever dream. I promise.
I believe you.
It's always funny though when people like don't realize that that's part of like the zeitgeist of like some kind of pop culture, and they think it's like about something like my mom, for example. Her name's Debbie, and when the Saturday Night Live did the Debbie Downer thing, we started saying all the time like, "Don't be a Debbie Downer." Like, and my mom overheard us saying that, and they thought we were talking about her, and she got really upset.
Oh no!
And like offended because she didn't watch that live, so like
okay.
she had no idea. I was trying to like, no, it's not about you. It's about Saturday Night Live, and it's a whole skit. She's like, you're just trying to say that made me feel better. Like she got really emotional. I'm like, no, really, like we're not.
It's true.
It's true. It's a skit on Saturday Night Live.
For some of you I was watching recently, and it was like right around the time that it came out, and all they kept saying was about this little girl, just the son of the daughter of this guy, and he's like, don't disappoint little Debbie. Little Debbie's sweet. No, he just kept saying it over and over again. I was like, this is hilarious. You don't even know what you're saying. Little Debbie's are sweet.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not about you. That's not
about you.
That's the moral of the story. Sometimes
that's right. That's right. It's about the world around.
Just listen. Sometimes it's not about you.
Oh, Debbie. Oh,
what?
I remember who did Debbie down.
Most of the time.
Rachel Dratch.
It's Dratch. There you go.
Yes. Damn.
Anyway, all right, that's all we got for this week. So,
broke so much. Oh, I gotta watch that
think we were
skit
ever
now.
gonna
Thank you, Alan.
all right, and we'll see you guys next week. Okay, bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you for watching the Cosmere Reads.
Gosh dang, gosh, they fresh. Gosh dang, gosh, they fresh.